Hi YouTubers, welcome to one of my videos. I'm just getting back into ham radio and trying to set up some aerials and one thing and another. And I purchased this 49 to 1 or 1 to 49 Balun and raised it up to 100 watts, etc. And couldn't get on with it at all. Put it on the analyzer and it's got a very high SWR. Spikes all over the band, even with a 2.5k resistor load on the end. So 49 to 1, 49 times 50 is roughly 2.5 kilo ohms in resistance. And I took it apart, played around with the windings, managed to get it at a reasonable SWR, put it back in the case, and the SWR was all over the place again. Replaced the capacitor just in case it was that, played around with the wires, just couldn't get it to work when it was inside this cylinder. So I dismantled it completely, and in it was 3 rings stacked vertical like that inside the case, like this. And when it was out of its box and not squidged in, it worked alright. When it was in this box plastic cylinder, it didn't work. And I come to the conclusion it's the way the wires come out. Now if you look at a lot of other channels, YouTube channels making Baluns, you'll notice the wires go away from the ferrite ring that way and this way and that way and that way. So they don't come through the middle vertical as they did in this. So I broke the 3 cores away and cut the winding off and decided to wind my own. And I thought the ferrite material was rubbish, but to be honest, I made a 49 to 1, this one here, just using 1 ferrite and 1mm wire. SWR's fine with a 2.4k resistor connected on the analyzer. I also made a 9 to 1 with another one of the ferrites, and that works. That's less than 1.13 to 1 right across the diameter bands, so quite chuffed with that. That I load with a 250 ohm resistor. This one I loaded with a 2.5k resistor, and they seem to be fine, so I'm quite pleased with those. But I wouldn't advise you to buy one of these. They're glued together, you have to cut them apart to do anything with them. Not very good at all. The 3rd ferrite, I'm going to use that as a filter, and I'm going to put that over the end of the coax with a few turns close to where the transceiver is going to be connected, to act as a filter to stop a lot of the RF coming back down the screen of the cable, and I'll show you that. And here we have the other ferrite on my coax connected there, so hopefully that will filter out noise coming down the coax outer sheath rather than down the centre. But again, I'm not sure if these things work or not. Just had a bit more snow, not a lot, and bloody pigeons helping himself to the food. And just sort of show you this. This is another Balun I'm making, and well, I've actually finished it part put in the case. That one's a 49 to 1. This one's a 49 to 1. And this is a 9 to 1. This is 1mm wire, and so is this. And this one is, I think it's 14 gauge, which I think is about 1.5mm, 1.6mm. And this has got like a 3 kV capacitor on it. The 9 to 1 doesn't have a capacitor. This one It's got 100 picofarad and it's a 40,000 volt 40 kV capacitor on there. You can see the significant difference in size, and this is going to be for more power if I ever need it, and but generally 10 to 15 watts is what I'm looking at running. But somebody said this on their video, this is okay for up to about 100 watts. I haven't got any kit that will run 100 watts anyway. And waiting for some boxes, plastic boxes, to come for these two. And I don't know what, I haven't got a box for that one yet. I'm keeping an eye out and see what I can find in scrap bits and pieces lying around. Okay, here's the Baluns finished, the two small ones. Not done anything with this one yet. I've got to find a case for it. This is my, it's not very good light. This is my 49 to 1 Balun, and that yellow wire on the outside is the 2.5k load resistor, where I carried out the tests, and put an earth on it there if you want to have like a counterpoise or an earth rod on it as well if I want to. Just checking that soldering. Yeah, that's pretty good, that's alright. Yeah, that's good enough. Now if I can make these, you certainly can. Yeah, they're not difficult, and but I'm not showing you me actually making them. The reason for that is there's so many good videos out there already. There's no point in me doing another one. All I did was find one I could understand easily, a video, and copied it basically. So that's the 49 to 1, and here are the graphs on the analyzer. One is just on the 20 meter band, 14 to 14.3, and the other one is, I think it's 2.5 to 25 meg or something like that, and it shows the SWR across the band. So that's the 49 to 1. This is the 9 to 1. Again, it's got the earth wire here, and then we can see in this light, and how I've held them in place inside these plastic cases with hot melt adhesive, and I've just dribbled it in the centre to hold the ferrite, and also over the top of the coil to stop the windings move, and it's quite steady on both of them. And again, I'll show you the curves on the 20 meter band, and also on the I think it's 2.5 to 25 megs or something like that. And the SWR is well below 1.5 to 1 on the bands I'm going to use. And once again, if I can make these, so can you. They're not difficult to make. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like.